Hello guys, today I'm going to talk about the best coin to mine. So what is the best coin to mine is I'm going to talk about mainly about altcoin. So mining altcoin, which one is the best coin to mine? So hello and welcome to this live. So first thing first, I must point out that cryptocurrency mining is a huge topic, and to understand it fully would take a much longer article to read. So I'm hoping that this will serve as the perfect introduction to the topic of the altcoin mining. So during this live, I cover a lot of different aspects on Bitcoin and altcoin mining. So together we look at what is cryptocurrency mining, how crypto coins are actually mined, what people mean when they say mining difficulty, some useful words that often come out when you're reading about mining altcoin or Bitcoin, and how to choose what to mine. And finally, I'll look at a few of the benefits of some of the top crypto today. So before we start, let's take a look at what I'm gonna talk about the live content. So I'm gonna talk about what is cryptocurrency mining difficulty, glossary of cryptocurrency mining terms, what to look for when choosing the coin, mining profitability calculation, long-term potential project, best coin to mine, and some of the example and conclusion. So what is cryptocurrency mining? So mining is a vital features of many cryptocurrency. Put simply, it's the process by which transactions are checked to see that they follow certain rules of the network. So miners are encouraged to perform the necessary check and verification for financials. So this is done with the fee that are collected from users paying to send the transactions, as well as a special reward of new currency that gets released with every new block added to the chain. So this type of payment is called the block reward. At its most basic, all you need to mine cryptocurrency is a computer and the internet, and a special piece of software. That's all. So you find this software at the GitHub repository of the cryptocurrency you have chosen to mine. So alternatively, you might find it already built into the cryptocurrency's wallet software. So this is the case with the likes of Monero and Electroneum. So a breakdown of cryptocurrency mining. So let's look at the breakdown of what cryptocurrency mining unit is actually doing to secure the network and release new coins. I'll refer to the currency being mined as Bitcoin. So the process is very much the same for all cryptocurrency that require mining. So first, the computer check a list of waiting transaction against the blockchain. So they are making sure that none of the coins have been spent twice, or each account or wallet has enough balance to send the Bitcoin transaction by requested. So then the computer bundle these verified transactions into a block. So once a set of transactions is formed into a block, the miner must solve a sort of puzzle to publish the block on the chain. So this puzzle is guess the hash of the block. So in yesterday live, I do talk about what is hash. So a hash is created by using a cryptographic algorithm to turn the text that represent all the transaction amount for that block as well as their sender and receiver into a string of character. So it's like a number or a letter that simplifies to that meaning. So if you are the owner of the person, you get this kind of code that resemble you. So this string of character is completely unique and can only refer to the block trying to be published. So if you were to change some of detail of the block information, the hash would completely change too. So this is very important. So when the mining computer system finally guesses the correct combination of letters and numbers of the hash, it can publish the block at the end of the chain. So since each block contains the hash of the previous block too, the change cannot be tampered with. So if someone was to try to alter the number of Bitcoin at a certain address, it would make every block in the chain invalid. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is mining difficulty. So a cryptocurrency network automatically changes the difficulty of the problem that need to be solved. So this ensures that coins are released at a steady rate. So if many miners are mining at the network, the difficulty will be increased. So if very few miners are securing the network, it will be relatively easy to solve the problem. So the difficulty of a coin also influences its profitability to mine. So if your hardware is limited to GPU units, the best coin is to mine will have a lower difficulty. So glossary of cryptocurrency mining term. So hash rate is like how many guesses a miner can make at the hash of the block. The next one is mining reach. A mining reach is a collection of CPU, GPU, or ASIC chips running together to increase the miner hash rate. So it's really hard to change the number or letters in that code. So GPU is a graphic processing unit designed to render 3D graphic. They can create more guesses at a hash than a CPU in the same amount of time. So CPU is a central processing unit. A CPU is like your computer brain. It processes information given to it by computer program. So CPUs are also the cheapest, most readily available ways to mine cryptocurrency. So proof of work. The process of guessing the hash is known as a proof of work. So proof of work make it very expensive to cheat a cryptocurrency network. It is a vital security features of most blockchain networks. So you now know how mining works, but how do you go about choosing the best coin to mine? So the next I'm going to talk about what to look for when choosing a coin. So if you want to pick the best coin to mine, there is a lot to look. First, you need to think about what your mining cryptocurrency to achieve. So to some, this will be obviously immediate profit. So others will be considering their mining as a hobby that could make them very rich in the long term. So finally, there are those people who want to mine cryptocurrency to secure a network. So this is the case with many Bitcoin hobbyism. So while they won't be making any direct profit, they are helping the decentralize the network. So for them, mining the network is like paying for antivirus software to secure your computer. So everyone should be doing that too. So for the purpose of this live is, I presume that you are wanting to profit your mining activity. So it's for the short terms for profitability. For the short term, if you want to mine for the short term, so if you are looking for a short term profit, you will have to stay up to date with changing mining conditions for different projects. So since the mining difficulty of each currency is constantly altering, it is not good. It's no good me telling you to point your hardware at one coin and for you to just let your hardware go to work at it. So what profitable today might not be tomorrow. So for this reason, it makes much more sense for me to explain how to discover what to mine yourself. So that way you constantly know the best coin to mine and can switch to mining altcoins that represent the most profitability at any given moment. So the next one I'm going to talk about is mining profitability calculator. So one of the easiest way to check the profitability of each cryptocurrency is to use a mining calculator. So there are a lot of to choose from. So one that they particularly like using is provided by CryptoCompare. So all you need to do is enter some details and the calculator will show you which is the most profitable out of BTC, that is Bitcoin Cash, that's out of BTC, XMR, Dash, Ethereum, ZKC, Litecoin, Ethereum coins, and PASC. So other calculator will show the profitability of other coins too. So finding out what to mine using the CryptoCompare mining calculator is easy. So I detail this step below. So let's see. So enter. So enter the total hash rate of mining rate. Each GPU or CPU will have different rate. So you can check them here at this website. So enter the total power of the rig consumed in watts. So this will be detailed somewhere on specification page of Peace Mining hardware. Then the next one is this one. So enter the price of electricity that will be in kilowatt hour. You can get this from your electricity provider. So enter your mining pool fee if necessary. So the calculator will then show you the profit you can expect to make per day, per week, per month, or per year. So that's all you need to know. So for the next thing we're going to talk about is long-term potential of project. So this when you want to mine in the long term. So another way to decide the best coin to mine is to look at the project long-term potential. So it might not be quite the most profitable coin to mine today, but your mining could be a way to gather many coins before the price increases with future adoption. So a coin like Ethereum would be an example of the project with huge long-term potential that might not be the most profitable today. So one thing to note if you are considering taking this approach to deciding the best coin to mine is that you will have to decide whether your mining rig would be more useful mining a different coin and then trading the coin from chosen long-term project. So this will involve a little more work on your behalf, as well as some transaction and trading fee. So now that you have got some idea about Bitcoin and altcoin mining and some idea about how to choose what coin to mine, I'll talk you through some of the most popular options for cryptocurrency mining today. So best coin to mine. So these are some of the example. So these are some of the example I'm gonna tell you. So the first is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is currently the number one ranked cryptocurrency in terms of its market capitalization. So unfortunately, this doesn't mean it's the best this doesn't mean it's the best coin to mine in terms of profit. So for a miner who isn't willing to invest literally millions of dollars on hardware, it's not going to be worth mining Bitcoin. So all that said, there is still a very good reason to mine Bitcoin to increase decentralization on the network. So many Bitcoin purists believe that only Bitcoin offers the level of immutability and censorship resistance needed for a truly decentralized currency. So for them, the cost of the running a small Bitcoin mining rig is a small price to play a part in securing the most important of all cryptocurrencies. So however, if it's strictly profit you're seeking, you don't live in a cold climate with cheap power, and you haven't given millions to invest, then you should probably look for opportunity to mine altcoin. So the next coin I'm going to talk about is Ethereum. So Ethereum is a project with huge long-term potential. So in fact, one of the Reddit's co-founder, Alexis Ohanian, predict that each Ether token will be 15,000 by the end of 2018. So he believes that it will overtake Bitcoin and become the most valuable assets in the entire cryptocurrency space. So if this came true, it will make mining Ethereum a very good long-term play. So let's look into the topic more to find whether Ethereum could be the best coin to mine. So Ohanian, the founder of Reddit, and other bullish commentators are basing their prediction on the fact that application can build on top of the Ethereum network. So there is talk about decentralized home sharing app like Airbnb or the equivalents of Uber ride sharing platform being created on the Ethereum network. So if one of these applications prove as successful as the centralized equivalent, the amount of Ether token will be shoot up. So of note as well, in the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance, this group of some of the largest companies on the planet are currently testing out blockchain application backed by the Ethereum network. So if you look at the look at the screen from the group website, you can see there are some really impressive, exciting names that are interested in Ethereum. If you can see, there's a lot. There's BBVI, Big Chain, BIC. There's a lot. Check out. So the next coin I'll be talking about is Monero. So Monero is a crypto. So now I'm gonna talk about Monero currency. So Monero is a currency with a very real use case already exists in the real world, since it's one of the most successful privacy coin. There are all kinds of reasons why people would want to use it. So let's see Monero is the best coin to mine or not. So there are plenty of Monero users who currently buy and sell things from Monero on dark web marketplaces. So but there are also many examples where privacy focused coins are useful that are not illegal. Can you see how many minutes already?
Huh?
Can you see how many minutes
No, it's not empty.
Can you see the I sent one and then do now? Because I really like hard. So there are even 57.
You know,
How many? 57.
something.
60. 16. Can you help me?
You do until 5:37.
5:37. Okay. So yeah, where do we stop just now? Oh, the Monero user who currently buy or sell things from Monero on the dark web marketplaces. So, but there are also many examples where privacy-focused coins are useful for and that's are not illegal. So there are even entire nations who are interested in Monero. So take North Korea for example. The Roger state has been reportedly using Monero to evade economic sanction put on them by the West. So even though the illegal application of Monero might put some people off mining it, the privacy features of the coin would make it very difficult to crack down on Monero use. So after all, how can you police something you cannot see? So if you want to know about Monero is like more to privacy. So like no one even gonna know. So the next coin will be Electroneum. So Electroneum was based on Monero. So this means that it's just as simple to mine as Monero is. And again, the wallet itself has a very easy to use mine function that will start generating Electroneum with a click of a button. So the decision by the Electronium teams to make their coin one of the easiest currencies to start mining was deliberate. So Electroniums also has some big goals. The team behind is truly wants it to become the cryptocurrency of the unbanked. Then by making it easy for mobile phone user to use the inbuilt mining software connected with the default Electronium wallet, so they are hoping it will evolve into the most decentralized cryptocurrency. So these easy ways to mine to the currency should give all those mobile phone owners in emerging economy to partake in digital economy without needing traditional banking service. So there's a lot more coin to look at, such as Zcash. Zcash is another privacy-focused cryptocurrency. So one of the things that makes it a popular choice amongst cryptocurrency miner is that it's ASIC resistant. So this means that it is still very profitable to mine Zcash using the much cheaper GPU chips. So that is a huge plus when choosing your best coin to mine. So if you don't want to spend a lot of GPU, thanks to its privacy features of Zcash is supported by the likes of Edward Snowden. So he claimed that the privacy property are truly unique. So the former NSA agent is something of an expert in protecting online data. So it's partly thanks to his exposures on the shady practices of various governments around the world that online privacy even received the mass attention it has done in recent years. So a lot of other coins too. Then of course this isn't the complete list of cryptocurrency available to mine. So there are hundreds of other to choose from. So the one listed above, the one that I said just now, just some of the most popular. So picking the best coin to mine will depends on your goals as a miner. So however, hopefully the tips I gave you about how to choose what to mine before the specific example will help you to narrow down your choices of yourself. So the conclusion of this live is that Bitcoin and altcoin mining. So I hope you find the both entertaining and more importantly informative. So as you can see, there are a lot of different things to think about when mining altcoin. So there's immediate profitability, long-term success of a project, and even whether you want to mine a cryptocurrency for some reason other than profit. So in this live we cover a lot, so let's have a quick recap I talked you through. So just now I talked to you what is cryptocurrency mining is and how the process of cryptocurrency mining work. So what we mean by mining difficulty and some using words you might come across when exploring learning about mining altcoins or Bitcoin, and then cover how to choose the best coin to mine, and this involves looking at the goals as a miner. And finally, I talk about the benefit of mining some of the top current cryptos today. I cover Bitcoin, Ethereum, Monero, Electronium, and Zcash. So now that we all done, what do you think? And have you a better idea about how to select different coin to mine? So we also love to hear about what coin do you always mine, and why is it the best? Yeah, so that's all for today's live. Is it done? Yeah, I think I'm done. Okay, bye bye. See you tomorrow. I'll be talking about other things